Jumping into the action, the Viper against Hera in a best of 7 show match. A lot of Dolaros on the line, and we have a Huns War on Arabia, my wish, being played here. And the Viper in the blue, Hera in the red, with a pretty solid map here when it comes to gold and wood defensively. Barry's pretty open, but, well, should be still playable. Can use this wood line to go for some walls here, surely. On the other side, the Viper, beautiful wood line and gold in the back as well. Dia very pushable, and I think he will like his map. Both players with open secondary and third gold spots, but Barry is pretty close. Hera salty about what? Is there a link to the tournament plan? You mean NSC? Then, well, we can discuss it after the tournament or after the show match here. If you mean for only show matches, then AoE 2 calendar is probably your place to go, or AoE zone on the right hand side. Okay, guys, this is the moment where we get some predictions out of you. Please tell me. So who do you think is going to be the winner here? Left hand side the Viper, right hand side Hera. I think something like a 4-2 prediction. 4-2 Hera, 4-2 Viper, 4-2 Viper, 4-0 Viper, 4-2, 4-3 Viper, 4-2 for Viper, 4-1 Viper. Okay. Huh. 4-1, 4-2, 4-0. Okay. Interesting stuff. So 4 on wood here, something we don't see too often in Huns War. Most of the time, players are opening with scouts, indicating, or yeah, therefore going on wood with only 3 villagers. That's not happening here. Hera wins Arabia, Viper wins next 4 matches. Okay, we have 3 on wood here. Maybe Viper plays with a special strategy around this. I'm curious to see. Hera really wants to prove himself. The problem, obviously, as always in Age of Empires, if Hera wins, everyone will say, oh, Viper didn't play 100%. He just strolled. And if Viper wins, then it's just like, yeah, why did Hera think he could beat Viper? That's the world we are living in. Now the first board on the way. Oh, the second board. Over here we have, oh, a bit later. Hera even went for the 2 extra golds here. Is the Viper the best AoE player? Yes. Why everyone versus with him? But he is the best Age of Empires player, yeah. He probably won. It's tough
Nearly
to remember.
NAC, nearly hype.
Probably, let's say 15 out of the last 17 tournaments that had a prize pool over 1k when it comes to 1v1s. I remember 2 tournaments that he did not win that he participated in. And then, how was it called? The Huns, Legacy of the Huns was a tournament, a smaller tournament that where he didn't win, but a lot of people say, oh, he wasn't playing 100%. There is also a really good player. Agreed. MSC and Nomad, he didn't win. Was Nomad a tournament with over $1,000 prize pool? I don't think so. Exactly. I was talking about MSC and ECL 1v1 stage, where he lost against the Max. What is the biggest tournament of AU2? Well, in recent history, it will probably be NAC 3. That's a tournament hosted on this channel with a prize pool over, what I'm assuming, something between 30 and 40,000. And yeah, we had a 1-year-long Microsoft League last year. It was called ECL with a prize pool of, I believe, 60,000 or something. Double H, please remember that only Mondays is the day where we talk English. Talk German here. Every other day is English. So the Viper playing a Drush FC with his map. Likes it enough apparently. That's why he did send the 4 on gold. Scouted his map. Did go for the double mill as well. Doubt is between for 14 years. That's 7 more than Viper. What? What are the numbers beside the player names? The score. You probably mean this, right? So the game is tracking score of players. You gain score by gathering resources, killing military, scouting, researching technologies, and stuff like this. So actually everything that's kind of good for you. Uh-oh, speaking of stuff that is good for you. For example, catching off a villager that was not loomed. Hera, this is... I don't want to say this is the one game, but this looks really, really good for him. So first villager snagged, Viper no loom, the berries will be pressured heavily, and men-at-arms are coming in. Meanwhile, the Viper isn't doing anything at the other side. And that was a sloppy move. Viper, let's take a look. Okay, he did finish loom before. Scout is trying to block. She will probably go down behind this as well. Viper is getting the kill. Men-at-arm will get one hit off and gets the kill. 2 villagers down already, and the men-at-arms are still not dead. Pretty solid opening here for our Canadian. 2 on gold in the back, only 1 lumber camp. Some quick walls here by the Viper. And we're praising him. That he's the best player in the world. And then, Drush FC with late walls. Happened to me as well. Viper loses, he trolled. Yeah, why would he ever play Drush FC? If he plays seriously, he would play a real army. That's what people will say. Uh-oh, oh, that's the one that could actually die. 18 HP here, can he wall? Yes, he can. Now kills the scout. Or did he? And scout survives. Villager will probably wall behind himself. No, he won't. Just runs around. Scout will die. Oh, that's kind of sloppy from the snake. And he gets away here. Builds the blacksmith behind it. And even the archer range here. Whoops, starts it. Probably needs to build one to palisade. Oh, that one was screwed up. Okay, but now he's fine. Militia are clearing it up. And Viper is playing a solid Drush FC behind this. Meanwhile, we already have the first archers of Hera coming over. Solid amount of farms. Oh, that should not have happened. Oof. Microed that one away. Oi, 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 oi. Look at that. Low HP villager. Now send more to the back and high HP to the front. And he won't go for any archers. Maybe jump in for the defense, but not sure about even that. And we'll go up to the castle age pretty soon after this. It's lacking somewhat to build the second archer range. Probably will suicide those 3 militia now. Oh, actually he moves out. Oh, wants to buy himself some time, and now the second archer range will be dropped. He won't even re-wall the front. And yeah, all pretty standard and solid by him. Behind this, Hera, he will be up to castle age later, but not that late. 400 food, 100 gold with a solid food eco behind. And yeah, castle age timing, I would say like 2 minutes later, but he will have way more army at the front. What's the number on the bottom right besides the player names? Interesting. Apparently, there are a lot of new players today. This is the score. 8 villagers on gold. Only 4 farmers. Probably want to see some more. Actually, it's the same guy? Interesting. Prediction score. You mean this at the top? That's what we had at the start of the stream. I predicted a 4 and a 1. 34 to 27 villagers. Well, one guy is on the way to Castle Age. And the other isn't. And Viper also lost 2. What is the second number next to the names? Okay. First number is individual score. Second number is the team average. But since this is a 1v1, the team average is the same as your individual score. Ah, those 1 and 4s. Ah. That's unimportant. That's the colors they initially picked. But I changed that. Ah, okay. Lots of numbers in AoE, yeah. That's actually true. Okay, Hera's eco will be significantly better. Okay, double CA production now. You can pick colors now? You always could. Just not in ranked. Okay, Archer's dying. Hera behind this just went full Stonewall. 3 on stone to maybe add some TCs later. Double archery range will go for Crossbowman. Indeed, Viper's playing yellow, but that's tough to see for some people that are colorblind, for example. That's why we always go for red and blue. From the feedback I've gotten, that's the colors that most people can see the best. Ooh, villager. Oh, that was... If Hera's super on point, he shouldn't lose that villager. Okay. But Viper's still 8 behind and can only catch up 2 or 3 there. CA going around. I like the position of Hera. Now the question is, Viper, is he adding TCs? Maybe Siege Workshop. He goes for TCs now. Hera's eco obviously will be a bit slower, having 3/4 villagers on stone here. Moving out with the archers now. Not even fletching on those. Okay. That's spotted now. Tries to take the fight from distance. 4 range at the moment against 6 range. So he can do some damage, but Hera, I think he should be fine with this. Now clicks fletching only. Still a solid castle age timing. Look at that. 20 basically. Viper wants to chase this down. Doesn't want to get like in super range. But once crossbow finishes, he probably will run and cannot really take the fight. Oh, now gets 1 kill. Hera so active. Such a great micro. Split micro now. One trade off too many HP. So now 5 villagers ahead is like the real number. CA, what can they do? More HP on those. 1 more damage output, and for now they have Botkin against no Botkin. Mobility also on their side. Crossman now diving in. Viper micros that to this side. Beautiful move, but the trade 1 for 1. That's better for the crossbow player. Viper is going back to the top. What can the crossbows do? Debate a bit of that fire. Some more dancing. Probably needs to delete his palisade walls. Tricky spot for Viper. How to play this one out. Okay, now goes through here. Will always eat a volley, but he knows that as well. And is going back. Now goes to the side. No one behind this going for ballistics. We see the Siege Workshop though out from the Viper, and he goes for the Mangonel. Should clear this up. Even goes for the second Mangonel. Hera, does he have an answer to this? Does he have an idea? Only now runs away. Didn't get the villager snipe. And how does he really get out? That's a very tight choke area. And that's the reason why Viper didn't delete it when he tried to go through there. This is pretty intense. Does not want to eat the Mangonel shot, but is just getting pressured further back here. CA a bit over ambitious, both microing behind it. Also remember that both absolutely producing at all times. So what looks very easy for us is absolutely incredible what they are achieving behind this. Now Hera, he's trying to dive. Maybe does some damage against it. And it's just a matter of time. How much can he snipe? Okay, gets 1 CA. That's actually okay. Super trap. Dodges those shots. Gets a 2nd CA, 3rd CA, and 4th CA. Honestly, he got super cleaned up. But still made the best out of it and did kill 4 CA. Yeah, it is his whole army lost, but with how trapped he was, fighting against 2 Mangonels, completely cornered, that was kind of okay. He is ahead in eco behind this. Military, he is even as well. And he is going for the 30C, while Viper is now going for the 30C. What? Double University! What is happening? But out the team. Okay. No, okay. Single University. He heard me screaming from Hamburg to Leipzig. But yeah, look at that. Viper only plays 2 TCs. So yeah, a lot of people might feel, okay, lost all his crossbows. Game is looking bad for him. But his advantage before it was big enough. And he forced Viper into a lot of army and a lot of, yeah, reactions basically. Oops. That CA is going down. Most players still without bloodlines. +1 defense for Hera. Viper does not have that. CA. Ooh, some minimal snipes. Rushed out the Siege Workshop. Wants to go for the Mangonel and Viper. He just sits here. He's fine with taking the Siege Workshop out. The problem is CA staying active and the Mangonel could come out at any moment. Viper won't really know the timing. It might just be one Mangonel coming out though. And you see that? Even the ground attack here felt like that's a potential timing for the Mangonel to come out. And did want to go for the snipe. 500 HP here. What can Hera do with this Mangonel? Went out at the right-hand side. And this looks like a good snipe for the Viper. Mangonel dodged here. Beautiful ground attack and gets 2 kills with only 1 loss. Snipe behind this. And that was pretty sexy by Hera. Whew. That hill is big. Actually, it's not that important. You can push at the right-hand side. Siege Workshop now repair behind it as well. Viper not that on point. Hera 15 villagers ahead behind this. Everything going right for him. Oof. Yeah, he saved the Siege Workshop with the 2v1. Can now build another one. That villager could die behind it. Can he micro it to the side? Even micros her back. Hera is on point and gets a solid Mangonel shot off. That is great play. 16 villagers ahead. Viper now at 3 TCs as well. Instead of double University. Archer range number 3. Can the wood be a problem for Hera? I think we are fine because he has so much map control. But technically it could have been, yeah. Oh, Hera! Is he really willing to take this fight? That's 4 losses for him. And he only got 2 kills in exchange. That was a bit surprising to me. Viper goes full all in. Aggressive siege work even. 2 CA, even getting out microed villagers, getting sniped down after finishing the Siege Workshop, so that's not too bad. Mangonels! Oh god, ground attack could be crucial here. Viper is diving in. Crossbow sniped away. Mangonel getting attacked and ground attack to the side. Still fighting with the hill advantage. Mangonels are going back, lost some HP, but Viper needs to run. That could be too bad running into those. Oh god, okay. Thought he was trying to pass here, but didn't happen. CA now going to the other side, willing to raid here. University now for Hera as well. Viper, he does not know about the Mangonels and could run into those ground attacks. Indeed he does. Loses 3 without a single shot done. Hera absolutely on point with his defense and now goes with the CA for the clear up. Does not have wheelbarrow and did not have wheelbarrow and does not have ballistics either. Whew. Viper trying to reset his economy. Some farms here in the back. Weird placement by those farms. And oh, he gets his CA out. That was so fortunate for the Viper. How Hera missed him. Look at how he wanted to trap him. But that didn't happen. Oh. Ay. We're looking into a Huns mirror. Just broke 1k viewers here as well. This is only game 1 out of potential 7. We witnessed a beautiful series earlier today. Or part 1 of Viper against Yo. Part 2 continuing tomorrow. This is an intended pause. Hoping for 7 games. So does everyone. Oh god, and I'm so happy. They asked me, or Hera asked me about if I could create settings for them. And I said, you against Viper, I want to see you battle it out in Huns War on Arabia. And well, they're delivering. How are the resources? We can go through that, right? Yeah. So, both pretty much at the limit. Hera actually having a lot of stone. Quite surprising to me. So, could easily defend that area. And then go up to Imp. Viper is pretty committed towards direction of the castle age. And 20 villagers behind. What a nice game. Absolutely agree. I think I might... I will get sugar water in between games. Glad that you're all here, that you're chatting, that you're active. Why does Hera go so many more Why does he got so many more builds? Well, Viper, with his early castle age, didn't have the eco to add TCs, right? And Hera had 8 more villagers while going to castle age. That's basically 2.5 minutes where 8 villagers work. And yeah, then he has more resources and can easily drop those TCs. And Viper played a 2 TC, had to build the mangonels. And that's what I said with this drop here, right? Like, yeah, it looked bad for Hera, but actually it was really well done what he did here with the crossbows. Bought so much time and did everything behind the scenes correctly there. And now the speed looks weird, right? After the pause. Uh-oh, Mangonel Dance could be really big here. 3 Mangonels. Yeah, Hera missed those CAs. Goes for the Siege Workshop. Maybe some snipes here. Both players should have ballistics now. Upgrades. All of them pretty soon. Oh, no defense. And Hera goes for the second defense and dumping. Oh, Mangonel straight now. 1 for none. Hera again with the better micro. Mangonel at the front. Gets a solid shot off. And Viper needs to run. He is getting out microed here by the Canadian Beast. Groups up with more CA. 3 Mangonels coming forward. Maybe ground attack could be something. Indeed, that's what's happened. 1 CA has to pay with his life for it. And again a snipe. 2 for none now in this engagement. CA in some danger, but that Mangonel could be looking pretty sexy. Mangonel's 2 down, make it 3 down, so it's 3-4-3. Now we have the full CA fight, but better upgrades here for Mr. Hera. He has +2/+2, and Dumpring finished on the other side. The Viper, he is missing the +2. I'm not sure about Dumpring, and that's why Hera is winning this fight and is now pushing back. And if you're pushing back with a better eco, that's a very good sign for you. Behind this, a castle could have gone up. Didn't really happen though. Whew, time to breathe. More villagers. Now the skirm switch for the snake. Oh. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I like this. It's mass CA, some Mangonels. I would really love to see some repair on that Siege Workshop. 37 HP only. Skirmishes, really? Such an untypical choice by the Viper. Not going for his gold spot at the front. Now goes for stone. That gold is running dry pretty soon. Castle now here protecting the woodline and the gold. What was questioned earlier. Some villagers will get sniped. Some walls here aren't that important, honestly. Or blacksmith at 45 HP. Some villagers going down. And that was a trade that, yeah, you got some villagers. You were a bit annoying. But not really anything relevant in this game. Viper with the hill advantage here, but heavily outnumbered. 10 against 16. And yeah, Viper's just losing this fight. I'm not sure why he's not running. Yeah, it's tricky to run around here against Ballistic, but I think he just should have ran earlier. Now has one Scorpion in the back. They're microing a bit over here. Lost another Mangonel again. So Hera, he won this fight and microed on the other side. 13 villagers now ahead. Whew. Tarkans could actually be a genius unit for Hera. Goes up, goes for the +1 defense. Is on the way to Imperial Age, or what did I witness? Yes, both players up to Imperial Age. Viper opened everything. Opened everything! So that the CAs can go in for the raid. And that will be dead villagers here for sure. Skirm easily getting 2 volleyed. What I wanted to say, but actually 3 volley needed. And that's just down. Skirms are doing a good job of at least giving notice. Yeah, they will have to pay with their lives, but CA now coming at that side as well. This is looking so good for Hera. He is ahead by 30 population. Diving in deep. Getting the kills here. Some skirms for the defense. Some attack here, and it is the +2 defense. More CA in the research tab. I would love to see Tarkans. Tarkans would easily lose the, finish this game. Why did he delete? Because he wanted to go on the gold and he felt he had enough skirms for the defense. And he does have enough skirms for the defense. He had to pull them. He didn't lose a single villager. Lost 3 skirms. And soon should have enough stone for the defensive castle. Or will take some time. Scouts now for Hera. Is not thinking about Tarkans. Some problems here. Yeah, rip the Tarkan dream. Indeed. 7 villagers queued up here. In one TC. One villager and another TC. And light cav? What's the answer for the Viper? Oh, some nice snipes here. Trying to close down the distance. One skirm not shooting, so he's doing a good job. But skirm's still so good against CA. Oh boy. Look at that. Very low HP here. Yeah, the CA in the end will win the fight. Doesn't really matter. Skirm's over here, even losing the fight against the Lion. And more skirms to clear this up. And yeah, it will be Hussar and CA, or heavy CA even, right? No, just CA. Skirms, we'll get some snipes here, and the Lion will help out in the other direction. Defensive castle to protect those gold spots. A monastery now, really being rushed out. Hyper endless amount of food in the bank. Can't really get them on anywhere. Only now the Force TC, no control over gold, over relics. That's something that Hera most of the time does a bit better. Building that monastery and collecting those relics. Would have loved to see him start there with that like 4 minutes ago, 5 minutes ago, something like that. No knights from Hera. Nah, he invested a lot into a lot of gold into CA. That's why he is opting for the Hussar switch in addition to all his CA. Marauder tech now for the Viper. He wants to come back this way. Skirms for the defense. But what's the answer against all the Hussars? Now beautiful castle on the hill, protecting the gold, and will allow him to position his traps over here and put a lot of pressure on this very crucial area with all the gold around. Trying to re-wall, but so many villagers dying. 50 population difference here now. The Viper, he can't really win this game. He's getting pressured everywhere. Some raids here, not that important with the castle around, but that is a beautiful raid. Hussars against the skirms. CA could break in through the center. Mass stables now trying to go for the Tarkans, but what are the upgrades on those? +2 defense only now. I would be really surprised if he even researched Elite Tarkan, and then Castle Age army against a kind of Imp army here with Hussars and all the CA with all the upgrades. Well, then the Pierce armor isn't the greatest thing ever either. And Hera just puts another castle here. Well, then there's no answer to all those traps. Patriot tactics. We also have chemistry, and the raid continues. Upgrade Elite Tarkan was researched, so he proved me wrong. +4 defense on the way as well. The Viper is giving himself an okay shot to come back, but does he have enough on gold? Whew. Now Hera kind of needs to go for a Halberdier switch with this. 60 population difference now. He sees the Elite Tarkans, needs to pressure this front area. Yeah, if the castle falls, Viper needs to reclaim this area. Only clearing up the right-hand side for now, but that won't be enough. Needs to go over here. Villagers a bit exposed. Didn't want to build the castle too far to the front because he knew he couldn't defend castle traps over there. So I like this positioning in general. Maybe over here could have been an option as well. Now he's getting pressured from the artillery area. Is heavily on stone. Goes for mass Tarkans, goes for some counter attack, but is that really the way to come back? Even if you, let's just say, kill 50 villagers of Hera. It feels like you need the 4 Tarkans at the front more. Oh, quick waltz. Didn't happen for Hera there. Wanted to go for the big trap. Actually, a pretty good one. For the stone walls, did go for the double market. Didn't end it well for him, though. Meanwhile, what are the next steps? No more CA from the Snake. He's going for only Tarkans. Villagers on gold here. But only 12 villagers on gold and late imp. Is that really the option? Is that what you need? Probably not. Extra gold spot number 1 for Hera. Extra gold spot number 2 for Hera. He didn't get enough relics for my liking, but it's enough. Now goes for the attack. Let's take a look what the Tarkans can find here. Going for the split, can easily kill the trap. That buys him time. It just leaves 3 and goes back with the rest of them. And that looks like he didn't even lose a single Tarkan. He didn't even lose a single Tarkan. The castle still getting repaired. Should get full HP. Viper opponent 160. Did Hera maybe go for the wrong army against all those Tarkans? Hera is doing skirms. What a horrible unit choice. He needs to go for Halberdiers. What is happening? Tarkan's not dying. 8 pierce armor against only 11 damage. I can still see 5 relics on the map, so not a single one picked up. Masonry behind this. More Tarkans. Light cav tech. Goes for the +2 attack. Viper with a strong army. Getting attacked at the front. Skirmishers now being built. Lacking chemistry. Trying to fight this one off. Wants to go for his gold at the front. Still having the problems that he has so little map control. Winning this fight significantly. No surprise there. And, well, Hera, he does not want to completely die at home. More stables. Hera does not want to go for Halberdiers. What is happening? Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Must be a misclick. Yeah, some skirmishes without any upgrades might indeed be a misclick. Viper's skirm defense is intentional. I'm pretty sure about that. Viper did debate the move back and now goes forward again. Well, let's take a look. He does not know about the gold here. He knows about that gold, but also is pretty certain that breaking this will be tricky against both of these castles. Now the move around will snag some villagers here. And as you can see, those Tarkans just being really good at soaking up all this damage. Will snag most of the villagers, but as I mentioned earlier, even if you kill a lot of those, it's not the worst. And Viper suddenly in it. He was pop 120 when Hera had 180, and suddenly both had 180. There simply was no Hussar push. Hera, he saw the Tarkans, but stayed on Hussar and CA instead of switching to Halberdiers and really put on the pressure. Now the Ram go at the side here. The trap will fall. Viper's doing so many things right. Don't tell me Hera is losing this game. This is such a big waste then. Oh, goddy. Hussars now going for the clear up, and Tarkan's running at this side. Now the Ram go here. Some villagers to come for the repair. One relic picked up at the top. I can still see 4 on the map. Tarkan's moving in. Rams are going down against all the Hussars. I think that might even be an overextension, even though you have Tarkans, my man. That shouldn't be that good. CA are microing back. Rams are coming over, trying to go for the repair. I think Viper overstayed his welcome there. Going back. TC is helping out a bit. But behind this, the map control of Hera should simply be good enough. W University didn't win him the game. Goes for light cav now. Not enough gold income at the moment. Tarkan should easily clear up this CA number. I think so. Yeah, I think they should. Even a trap coming from that side. Interesting. Hera with the hill control. Looks pretty damn sexy. Hussars around, trying to go for some raids. And yeah, that gold's still in control of Hera. Those gold spots weren't that pretty, and Viper decided for very little control by his strategy choice very early on. Rush into double archery and CA was what he was aiming for. Therefore gave up a lot of map control. And Hera, he was active with archers. He was active with crossbowmen. And after that, the good eco, and now it's paying dividend for him. Viper, he's still at pop 165, 144 villagers. Military count isn't looking great, but he feels okay. That army is something I can fight off if I just go mass skirm. He only has 2 archery ranges though. 5 stables here, that's it. Goes for another raid, but that looked like a big raid coming in his base as well. And he lost the TC earlier. Now goes in, patrols here. Skirm's doing the damage from behind, still lacking chemistry though. Look at the production from Hera. Massive amount of Hussars. Heavy CA on that hill. Second strap around to now start firing again. Viper 360 stone, but completely out of it. Will probably have to hold this one. Is pop limit again. Military 50 to 87. I think he's not having numbers. Also to go at the right hand side. There will be a lot of dead villagers here. That is going to be brutal. And he is at population 190. Just give it a minute and he will drop to 120, because that is not the greatest fight for him. He runs into Halberdiers. Those Rams are going to die most likely behind this as well. Skirms are moving forward, and that will be heavy losses in his eco behind. Drops to 170. The reinforcement of Hera is here. Rams need to go back. Skirms very exposed at the front. Not a lot of Halberdiers behind this, and gold villagers are dying dying at the front as well. The raid in the back still active. Not a lot of halberdiers to defend this. Drops down to pop 160. So many idols in the TCs. And GG. Viper doesn't want to drop to pop 120. What a nice game. Number 1 here to start off the full series. Hera has to be proud. Give me some Hera claps in the chat, guys. That was a great game by him. And very active play, crossbow micro and mangonel micro over here in all those fights. Absolutely on point. Viper wasn't active there. Did let the 2v1 kill start this one early, and then the Viper's eco disadvantage was just tough for him. Well played by Mr. Hera, and the score is 1-0 for our Canadian. I'm not sure if we can still call him youngster, but I will still do it. And this is the setting that I want to see from now on. We will have 5 times hidden pick civilization and 1 mirror match decided by the guy that is trailing. But we can take a look at the settings again. Hera with a better eco, but actually pretty close. Food, wood very close, stone close, gold slight advantage there because Viper couldn't go for his front spot. Im timing super close. Castle Age, obviously, that was the strategy. Viper later Feudal Age, then quickly to the Castle Age. Hera 2012 is pretty damn solid behind it, though. 151 villagers, overboomed by both of them, but did drop the villager numbers pretty nicely after this. Hi, I'm new. Hello, new. I'm Nilly.